customers, welcome to another beautiful market stories. I am Elizabeth Abefe, and this segment is called In the Marketplace. Yes, In the Marketplace, where we visit major markets across Nigeria, bringing you behind the scene of what happens in a particular market, the history, how the market got developed, redeveloped, reshaping. And today, I am live here at Dopemu Aluminium Market. Dopemu Aluminium Market, located in Lagos, Nigeria, a buzzing up for aluminium ship and craftsmanship. Come with me, let's go dive in and find out from people to share us the story, how they started, what the journey looks like, and what keeps them moving. Come with me, let's go find out.
In the heart of Lagos mainland, along the busy Dopemu axis, lies a market that tells a different kind of story. Here, it is not of food, neither of fabrics, but of metal, crafts, and construction. Unlike traditional markets that evolved from farming or fishing communities, Aluminium Village was born out of urban growth and demand. As Lagos expanded rapidly in the late 20th century, particularly from the 1980s into the 1990s, the need for modern building materials increased. Houses were being built, offices were rising, and aluminium became a preferred material for roofing, doors, windows, and faithing. Dopemu Aluminium Village began as a cluster of artisans and metal workers who specialized in aluminium fabrication. What started as small roadside workshops gradually attracted more craftsmen, suppliers, and traders. Over time, the area became known for one thing: aluminium. From window frames to roofing sheets, from sliding doors to custom fitting, everything aluminium could be shaped into was found here. As demand increased, the market expanded. More traders moved in, more workshops were built, and skills became more specialized. Some focused on aluminium roofing, window and door fabrication, interior fitting, glass and finishing. Dopemu Aluminium Village grew into a one-stop hub for builders, contractors, and homeowners. What many people don't realize is that this market is powered by skilled artisans. Many of them learn through apprenticeship system, hands-on training, years of experience on the job. For many, this trade is not just business. It is lifelong skill passed down or learned over time. Like many industrial markets in Lagos, Aluminium Village faces its own challenges: power supply for machines, cost of raw materials, economic fluctuations affecting building projects. Yet, despite these challenges, the market continues to thrive, because as long as Lagos keeps building, Dopemu Aluminium Village will remain relevant. Today, Aluminium Village stands as one of the major hubs for aluminium fabrication in Lagos, a place where raw metal is transformed into structures that shape everyday living. And beyond the noise of machines and spark of welding, there are stories of craftsmanship, survival, and growth. But behind the structures are the people, men and women who have spent years learning these crafts. Many of them started as apprentices, learning by observation, practicing with their hands, growing into professionals. For them, this is not just business. It is skill. It is survival. It is identity. At the center of this market are experienced traders who understand how the system works. Let's hear from Mr. Dauda, a glass seller with over 15 years of experience. Let's listen as he shared his perspective about how long this market has existed and how prices have changed drastically over time, making the business more delicate and requiring a high level of trust. Let's hear from him.
Good morning, sir.
Good morning, ma.
How are you?
I'm fine.
Okay, so what is your name, sir?
My name is Dauda Awayeti. Why people call me Holy Fresh?
Okay, now what do you do in Dopemu Aluminium Village?
We sell glass.
You sell glass. So for how long have you been in this glass business?
Let's say 15, 17 years.
Wow, 15 to 17 years.
Yes.
So is there anything, like any history you know concerning Dopemu Aluminium Village that you can tell us?
The little I can say concerning aluminium village in Dopemu, because aluminium village has started, let's say, 30, 40 years ago. If I don't make a mistake, they start 1986. 1986. Since then, we are managing ourselves, so there is no controversy between us. Even when it is happening, we will know how to sort it out. So that's all. And our business is going. So far, we know how to. And if you mismanage, you have problems. So if you spend more than in your incoming, so you have problems. But if you don't do that, so at least with time and prayer, things will be
Okay, now what inspires you to be in business in this Dopemu Aluminium Village?
What inspires me is this, in anything, maybe you see someone that is doing that thing, so maybe through that person you have interest in that business or how they are doing it. So, but what inspires me is I know that normally, I know about building construction. I know that is, and this thing is part of it. That I may tell you that because of that building construction that I know about it, that is why I confuse me that if I had this thing, it will still save me. If I want to need glass, so I will just call my people, this is what I need, and they will do it for me.
Okay, now I want you to walk me through that journey. How you started this business? Walk us through a little. Tell us a little bit of how you started. Anyhow, how you started this business?
No, then there is glass then that we sell maybe 6,000 naira per sheet. But now it's 80-something thousand. It's 80-something thousand. This one you are seeing now is 1+. And then it's around, let's say 12,000, 20,000 right there. But the problem we are having now is the way we transact within our shop. And if you want to do this business, you must to have trust. If you are not ready to trust anybody, or you just give anybody money, whatever you do, you need to monitor it. If you monitor it, so you see the result. So that is it.
Okay, now we know this is glass business. It is not easy. You have to be careful with it.
Extra careful.
Okay, now how do you deal with it? Have you had issues whereby the glasses you were trying to work, it broke and all of that? How are you able to manage it? The profit? Exactly.
Normally it happens. It's happened. But we, with our importers, we know how to dialogue. So maybe out of 50,000 naira, maybe they can avoid to, this 20,000 naira that I can afford. So you yourself, you know how to get the 30,000 naira to complete it. So that is how we do it. So we know how to rub mind together within our importers.
So what is that busiest time in this business? What's that busiest time?
Let's say during the celebration, maybe during the Christmas, during the Salah period, you know, many people will ask, oh, this year I must to go to my house. So that around that period.
Things are always booming.
Yes. So,
okay, so what are the instruments you use in working and what are they used for?
We have diamond and we have ruler, we have tape. And you need table and you need a place. That's the first thing. So you need a place so that you will be inconvenient. So because this glass is not the kind of business you want to do, that you want to manage. You know, that you want to manage. No. So you need a convenient place. Because we were many. So it's not the kind of business you do maybe only person or no. But there are many aspects also in it.
Okay, now talking about challenges, what are the challenges in this business?
The only challenges we have in this business are the broken glass. Or sometimes when the glass you bought around 10,000 naira now, sometimes it will come down. So we don't have choice, you sell it.
Okay, wait, now what you're trying to tell me is that some glass now you can have it in store, then suddenly it comes down.
Yes, exactly.
How do you now do that?
Wow, we know how to. We know how to. So far we were in the business since, so we don't know how to. So that is it. So even it happens to those people that is selling aluminium also. It happens. But sometimes we may buy things of 5,000, so we may go to 15,000. So that is how we sort it out. When we buy 10,000, that 10,000 naira go to 3,000 naira. So that is how it.
Okay, what do you love about this business?
If in anything this life, if you say, this is why I love this thing, when something happens to that thing, so
you lost interest. Okay, now what is that memorable thing that's ever happened to you in this work?
Well, I mean, what I can say is God has done what I want for me.
What are the good things?
Yes. Because at least my children, they are in higher place, and I have my own. So, and I don't give myself problems. So I agree. When it comes, I agree. When it is not, that is how it is. In this life, when you saw a girl, you approach her. If you are telling her that this is why I love you, this is why. When that thing is not again, no matter how you will hate that girl, you will hate her. So that is all.
Okay, thank you very much, sir.
In the heart of Lagos mainland, along the busy Dopemu axis, lies a market that tells a different kind of story. Here, it is not of food, neither of fabrics, but of metal, crafts, and construction. Unlike traditional market that evolved from farming or fishing communities, Aluminium Village was born out of urban growth and demand. As Lagos expanded rapidly In the late 20th century, particularly from the 1980s into the 1990s, the need for modern building materials increased. Houses were being built, offices were rising, and aluminium became a preferred material for roofing, doors, windows, and fitting. Dopemu Aluminium Village began as a cluster of artisans and metal workers who specialized in aluminium fabrication. What started as small roadside workshops gradually attracted more craftsmen, suppliers, and traders. Over time, the area became known for one thing: aluminium. From window frames to roofing sheets, from sliding doors to custom fitting, everything aluminium could be shipped into was found here. As demand increased, the market expanded. More traders moved in, more workshops were built, and skills became more specialized. Some focused on aluminium roofing, window and door fabrication, interior fitting, glass and finishing. Dopemu Aluminium Village grew into a one-stop hub for builders, contractors, and homeowners. What many people don't realize is that this market is powered by skilled artisans. Many of them learn through apprenticeship system, hands-on training, years of experience on the job. For many, this trade is not just business. It is lifelong skill passed down or learned over time. Like many industrial markets in Lagos, Aluminium Village faces its own challenges: power supply for machines, cost of raw materials, economic fluctuations affecting building projects. Yet, despite these challenges, the market continues to thrive, because as long as Lagos keeps building, Dopemu Aluminium Village will remain relevant. Today, Aluminium Village stands as one of the major hubs for aluminium fabrication in Lagos, a place where raw metal is transformed into structures that shape everyday living. And beyond the noise of machines and spark of welding, there are stories of craftsmanship, survival, and growth. But beyond the structures are the people, men and women who have spent years learning this craft. Many of them started as apprentices, learning by observation, practicing with their hands, growing into professionals. For them, this is not just business. It is skill, it is survival, it is identity. At the center of this market are experienced traders who understand how the system works. Let's hear from Mr. Aziz, who specializes in windows, doors, and office fittings, has been in this business for over 15 years. And according to him, what keeps him going is simple: seeing others succeed in this same line of work motivates him to keep pushing. Let's hear what he has to say.
Good morning, sir.
Good morning.
Okay, so how are you doing?
I'm fine.
What is your name?
My name is Aziz Kola Sashono.
Okay, so what do you do here in Dopemu Village?
This is Aluminium Village. We based on windows, doors, and roofing and office partition. So that is what we based on here in Aluminium Village, Dopemu.
Okay, your own segment now is what?
Based on windows
And doors.
and office partition.
So for how long have you been in this business?
Let's say over 15 years now.
Over 15 years.
Yeah.
That's a long time. So what inspired you to start this business? Why do you like this business?
Because I see a lot of people achieving a lot on it. So that's why I came here to come and learn it. And I'm proud of myself to do that. I'm a boss of myself now.
Okay, so now I want you to share me a little story of how you started this business. What motivated you to be like, okay, this is what I want to focus on? Walk us through that journey, how you started this business.
I saw people doing it, and I see what people achieve on it. So I wish to join them. Then I joined them and I achieved on it too. So I love it.
Okay, so what's that busiest time in this business? What's that busiest time in this business?
This business, I'm busy throughout the week, from Monday to Saturday.
Monday to Saturday.
Yes.
We're always busy.
Yes. So we only rest on Sunday.
So I would like you to tell us some of the instruments you use for your business and what they are used for. And we don't mind if you can show us some of them.
First of all, before you can start our work, you need to get cutting machine, and this is it.
What is it for? What is the name?
We use the cutting machine.
Cutting machine.
We used to cut all the aluminum. If you want to construct a window or office partition, we use cutting machine first. Then we have drilling machine.
We have what?
Drilling machine
Drilling machine.
for constructing the windows and the doors.
Okay.
Then you need the extension.
Extension. Oh.
So if you want to connect the lights on the machines, you connect. You use the extension. So that is what.
Okay, so what is that thing you like about this job? What brings you happiness when you are working? What is that thing that gives you ginger?
Money.
Money. It's true, sure. Everybody works because of money.
If there's no money on it, you cannot do it. You can see here, we have a lot of people here doing it. So it's money. Everybody's after money.
So what's the challenges in this business? What challenges? You know there's no business without any challenges. So what's that challenges in this business?
No matter how you have a challenge, that maybe you discuss with the clients. First of all, if you want to discuss with the client, well, it's what I've seen. It always asks, which color did you want to do? There was a time I did work for someone. I didn't ask color from him.
Wow.
So instead of doing white, I did green. So that is the challenge I have.
Wow. So what happened? Did the customer collect it that way? Or you had to do it again?
That won't be for him. Not accept it. So that is the challenge I have.
Okay, so what's that difficult time? What's so difficult in this job? What was your experience that maybe you had to cut something, you injure yourself and all of that? Have you ever experienced any injury while doing this work?
In this work, no matter how, you still have your hands.
Wow.
Like this. Like this.
Wow.
We're based on glass too.
Wow.
So
it's not an easy job. So what's that memorable experience you can never forget that has ever happened to you? Maybe it brings you, whenever you remember it brings you happiness, or probably you regretted your decision then. Do you have any memorable experience in this business?
No. But I always have.
Always have nature. And when you're happy doing what you love, there's always joy in it. Thank you very much, sir.
Dopemu Aluminium Village is not just a market. It is a production hub. Unlike markets where goods are simply bought and sold, here, goods are created, measured, cut, shaped, assembled. Every finished product starts from raw materials and skilled hands. Let's listen to Musbao, who is a fabricator and has spent over 6 years in the business. According to him, the skill can be learned within a few years. He also walks us through some of the tools he uses daily. Over to him.
Good morning, sir.
Good morning.
How are you?
I'm fine, ma.
Okay, so what is your name?
I'm Musbao.
Okay, so what do you do here in Dopemu Aluminium Village?
I'm a fabricator here.
Okay, so for how long have you been in this job?
Like 5 to 6 years now.
5 to 6 years?
Yeah.
So what motivated you to start this job? What inspired you to be in this business?
No, I love this job from since secondary school. I see a lot of people doing this job. So when I see this kind of job, that many people are doing this job. So I feel like when I finish this secondary school, I'm going to try this.
So immediately when you finished secondary school, you just decided to come here to learn?
After 2 years, when I finished secondary, I started the job.
So I was about asking you should walk me through the journey of how you started this business. But then you've already told me that when you were done with secondary school, after 2 years, you now decided to come here. Did you serve anybody when you started this business? Did you have a boss when you started this business?
I'm still serving my boss right now. But I'm still serving my boss right now, but I'm also learning and also receiving collecting job here also.
Wow. Okay, now it takes how long? If someone wants to learn this business now, it takes how long to learn to be one's master?
3 to 4 years is okay.
3 to 4 years.
Yes.
But now you said you've been here for 5 years.
No, yes, I can do my own job here also.
Now,
That's why
okay.
I'm still here.
That is why you're still here. Okay, now I can see you are putting some windows. You're fixing some windows right now. Okay, so how do you attach all this?
In my skills now.
Too much. Okay, now can you walk us through some of the instruments you use in working and what they are used for? What instrument do you use for this your business?
We use drilling machine here. We also use
This drilling machine is for what?
drilling machine is used for cutting all these windows. We have a screwdriver also. We use screwdriver to tie all these nuts, all these screws. This is here.
Okay.
We also have angle. This angle that I used to do all these windows here. ETC, all those like that.
So what's that thing you like about this your job?
But I love the handwork, but I love all those handwork because you can't compare handwork with all those factory works. Handwork is just the best job right now.
Okay, so what's that memorable thing? What's that thing you can never forget that has ever happened to you in business? In this your job? What's that memorable thing that you can never forget that has happened to you in this business?
Positive way or
Yes, probably positive. You can either tell us the positive, you can also tell us the negative.
in a negative way. You just have to be careful because of some debts or mistakes. In a positive way, the positive way just to make profit, sure.
Okay, so how do you relate with your customers? Have you ever had any issue whereby your customer asks you to do something, then you do another thing? How were you able to sort it out? Or maybe your customer told you this, then the customer later changed it, but you did not remember he asked you to change it. How were you able to deal with that issue?
Customer has always right to do the right thing or right thing. Even if the customer made the wrong thing, you are going to apologize with a smile.
So that to keep them coming back.
Yes. Even customer are wrong, you keep pleading. So you need the customer.
Thank you very much, sir.
Dopemu Aluminium Village is not just a market, it is a production hub. Unlike markets where goods are simply bought and sold, here, goods are created, measured, cut, shaped, assembled, and beyond the noise of machines and sparks of welding, there are stories of craftsmanship, survival, and growth. And that is where Ayola comes in. Ayola, who is still learning the trade, has been in the business for about 2 years. And as for him, the passion started from a young age, inspired by his elder brother and others who have made a name for themselves in this business. Let's listen to what Ayola has to say.
Good morning, sir.
Good morning, ma'am.
How are you?
I'm good.
Okay, so what is your name?
My name is Ayola.
So what do you do in Dopemu Aluminium Village?
Okay, I'm a fabricator. I fabricate aluminium profile like windows, door, wardrobe, something like that.
You do a whole lot.
Yes.
So for how long have you been in this business?
Let's say 2 years now.
2 years.
Yes.
So what inspired you to join this business?
I've liked this business from when I'm at a young age.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
Why? What makes you like it?
Because I have a senior brother that's doing this job. That's why. So I see him as my mentor. Yeah.
So he was the one you look up to that you decided to go into this.
Yes.
So how has it been ever since? Ever since you started this business, how has it been?
Although this job is very tough, but I just have to move on. You know, as a man.
You have to make money.
Yeah, so there's no one to look up to.
Okay, now talking about the toughness, I want you to tell me the challenges in this business. What are the challenges in this business?
Challenges, there are so many challenges.
Tell me some.
So, how can I say, too much of stress. And sometimes you don't have time to rest. Like this, we work from Monday to Sunday, because on that Sunday sometimes we go to site to work, not here rather. So that's just it. I don't have much time to rest.
So you are trying to tell me that every day of the week is busy for you?
Yes.
You're always busy?
Always busy.
Okay, now, what is that thing that keeps you going in this business? What's that thing that, this is the main reason why, this is the thing that keeps me moving in this business? What keeps you moving in this business?
I've seen so many people that make it through this business. Like example, my senior brother, he make it through this business. And also my boss also, they also make it in this business. That's why I see them as my role model. That's what motivates me to keep going.
Okay, now tell me some of the instruments you use in working and what are they used for?
Okay, the one that is common, screwdriver. Those one we use it for tightening the screw. We have our cutting machine, drilling machine, we have milling machine, flat, board cutter. There are so many tools that we use to do the work. Yes.
So now I'm seeing all these things from glasses to the window frame to the door opener, what they use in keying the door, the handle. I'm seeing different things. So this window of a thing that you do now, is it that you guys do it from the scratch? Do you mold it from the scratch, like getting glass, then you get the frame and you fix it to connect it together? Is that how you do all your work?
Yes, that's how we do it.
Wow.
From the length, we cut it into sizes, because each window have different sizes. So we cut it like that, including the glass also. The glass, we call it sheet, one sheet of glass. So when we are done with the window, we take the measurement of the glass through the window to get the size of the glasses. That's how we do it.
Okay, so how do you relate with your clients, with your customer? How do you relate with them? Have you ever had issues whereby you made a mistake? Your customer asked you to do this, you made a mistake. How were you able to treat that issue?
If there is any mistake, the customer has the upper hand to complain. So you just have to be careful with them. You can't argue with customers. That's it.
Okay, so what is that memorable thing? What has ever happened to you in this job that you can never forget?
Today I break glass.
Wow.
And it's very expensive.
How were you able to do that?
I just have to beg the customer and just pardon me to buy another one.
That's a lot. Talking about the glass then, how much was the glass you broke then?
Actually, I don't really know the price, but I think it's up to like 20 or 25,000.
Damn.
Then.
Wow.
And then I just start maybe like 6 months.
Wow. Thank you very much, sir.
Thank you.
In the heart of Lagos mainland, along the busy Dopemu axis, lies a market that tells a different kind of story. Here, it is not of food, neither of fabrics, but of metal, crafts, and construction. Unlike traditional market that evolved from farming or fishing communities, Aluminium Village was born out of urban growth and demand. As Lagos expanded rapidly in the late 20th century, particularly from the 1980s into the 1990s, the need for modern building materials increased. Houses were being built, offices were rising, and aluminium became a preferred material for roofing, doors, windows, and faithing. Dopemu Aluminium Village began as a cluster of artisans and metal workers who specialized in aluminium fabrication. What started as small roadside workshops gradually attracted more craftsmen, suppliers, and traders. Over time, the area became known for one thing: aluminium. From window frames to roofing sheets, from sliding doors to custom fitting, everything aluminium could be shipped into was found here. As demand increased, the market expanded. More traders moved in, more workshops were built, and skills became more specialized. Some focused on aluminium roofing, window and door fabrication, interior fitting, glass and finishing. Dopemu Aluminium Village grew into a one-stop hub for builders, contractors, and homeowners. What many people don't realize is that this market is powered by skilled artisans. Many of them learn through apprenticeship system, hands-on training, years of experience on the job. For many, this trade is not just business. It is lifelong skill passed down or learned over time. Like many industrial markets in Lagos, Aluminium Village faces its own challenges: power supply for machines, cost of raw materials, economic fluctuations affecting building projects. Yet, despite these challenges, the market continues to thrive, because as long as Lagos keeps building, Dopemu Aluminium Village will remain relevant. Today, Aluminium Village stands as one of the major hubs for aluminium fabrication in Lagos, a place where raw metal is transformed into structures that shape everyday living. And beyond the noise of machines and spark of welding, there are stories of craftsmanship, survival, and growth. But behind the structures are the people. Men and women who have spent years learning this craft. Many of them started as apprentices, learning by observation, practicing with their hands, growing into professionals. For them, this is not just business. It is skill. It is survival. It is identity. At the center of this market are experienced traders who understand how the system works. Let's hear from Mr. and Mrs. Odiko.
Good morning, sir.
Good morning.
How are you?
I'm fine.
Okay, so what is your name?
My name is Odrichukwu Ezejofo.
Okay, so what do you do in Aluminium Village? What do you do?
I sell accessories.
So for how long have you been in business?
Okay, I've been in this business for 30 years.
30 years?
Yes.
What inspired you to be selling here?
What inspired me is that when I wake up, yes, when I coming from my village, one of my brother they sell this thing, and he was making it, yes, and now decide to sell it, yes.
So I want to ask you, since 30 years now, how has business been?
Business is okay, it's all right. Yeah.
Okay, so what are the challenges in this business?
Challenges, we have a lot of challenges.
Like?
Yes.
What aspect of the challenges are you seeing?
Like the challenges in the business, what are the challenges it's facing in this business? You know, some people will be like,
Challenges we are facing is dollar rates.
okay,
You know, what we are doing here is an international business, we import. And because of the rate, because of the increase of the dollar, we don't have a steady price. Sometimes it rises, sometimes it comes down. And whenever it rises, we have people who are not able to buy. They will not able to buy because of the increase of the dollar. That is the most challenges that we are having here, dollar rates. Because this business we do is importation. That's what we do here. We don't produce here. It's from China. This business they produce it. So dollar rate is most a problem. The most challenges that we are having.
okay. So what is your name, ma?
I'm Mrs. Odiko.
Okay, so what keeps you in business? What keeps you in business? What keeps you going in this business?
Nothing that keep me going, that at least if you come here, you can able to sell. At least the little that we are doing, we are making a little profit. But as I've said, the challenges that we're having, when dollar rise, we have a delay in people coming to buy, but we thank God, even that we are still selling.
Okay, so what's the most memorable thing that's ever happened to you in business? What's that thing you can never forget that has ever happened to you in business?
I've never seen, I don't know.
Are you serious?
I can't remember. I can't talk about, you can't start imagining bad thing over your life. I can't remember.
So what about the positive aspect?
I've told you the possible aspect that we are moving. At least you can come, you can sell. People come and you sell and you make your profit.
Okay, now you talk about the dollar rate affecting the business. Then what keeps you going? You know, you said the dollar rate and all of that. Why? How do you still keep on pushing the business?
You know, something that you don't have you don't know what to do. You keep on doing it like that, even though sometimes people, when they come, even though that the price is high, they will argue. Before you know it, we still endure and fit in that situation. That is where we find ourselves in this country. You don't have anything to do. It's whatever you see, you go with it.
So what's the busiest period in this business? What's the busiest time in the business?
It's towards Christmas time, like from August, September, October. That is the most busiest time here.
Okay, what do you like most about these aluminum accessories that you're selling? What do you like most about the business?
I like all. It's like a passion to me. I like everything aluminum. Both the doors, the window, and a lot of designs are coming in. We like it, and we are going on with it.
Now this shop, do you pay yearly?
We pay yearly.
Like how much? What range?
That one is meant for me. I don't need to tell you.
Okay, because I just wanted to ask, okay, if it's much, how are you being able with the situation of things currently? How are you?
Even though that is much, you don't have option. You still pay it because that's the place you earn your living. You don't have to because whatever is still add in your business, is there that you pay. You don't have anything to do. You still, you don't have a choice. You still pay.
Thank you very much, Ma.
All right, you're welcome.
Look good, by the way.
Yes.
According to Mr. and Mrs. Odigo, who has been in business for over 30 years, for Mr. Odigo, his inspiration comes from seeing his brothers succeed in the same line of work. While Mrs. Odigo highlighted one of the major challenges, the constant change in the dollar rate, which affects the price of materials, since the business relies heavily on importation. These are just some of the voices in Aluminium Village, but there are many more artisans, traders, and workers whose daily effort keeps the market running. Let's hear from others.
Good morning, sir.
Good morning.
How are you?
I'm fine.
Okay, so what is your name?
My name is Ridwan.
Ridwan, what are you doing?
I'm doing window.
What is your job here? What do you do in Dopemu Aluminium Village?
I'm doing work here, but this work is punching work.
Punching work?
Yes.
Okay, the name of the machine is punching machine?
Yes.
Okay, so what is it used for?
It's used for window, for the key of window, for sliding.
Okay, for sliding.
Yeah.
For how long have you been working here?
I've worked here for 2 years.
2 years?
Yeah.
If someone wants to learn this job now, it takes how many years to learn it?
It takes like 2 months.
2 months?
If you know what you are doing.
So what are you still doing here for 2 years?
Because I'm collecting money, that's why.
Now you're your own boss.
No, I'm not my own boss, but my boss give me my own share.
Oh wow, that's nice. Okay, now what are the challenges in this business?
What are the what?
Challenges. What is that difficulties in this business?
Difficult things there is plenty.
Mention some for us.
Because when you are doing this job, you can mistakenly cut your hand, or you should punch your hand too. So there's many things there, and you're under the sun too. It's not easy.
What do you like about this job?
It's because of money, that's why I'm doing it.
Okay, so what's that memorable thing that's ever happened to you in this business? What's that thing that you can never forget that has ever happened to you in this business? Kí ni o máa ní gbàgbé tó ti ṣẹlẹ̀ nínú business yìí?
It's issue of money, sir.
Issue of money. Okay, so how do you relate with your clients, with your customers?
When they come to me, so we talk about the money. And if the money is the same thing, if you agree the price, so I will carry the market and be doing it. And if you don't agree, they will go.
So if a customer comes to meet you now to do this work, how many days does it take for you to deliver?
It's how we plenty, that is one. You say like 100 window now, that will take me like 4 hours.
4 hours?
Yes.
Wow.
You say like this one now, this one like 30 minutes or 10 minutes, I will finish this one.
Wow. Okay, thank you very much. Good morning, ma.
Morning.
How are you?
I'm fine.
Okay, so ma, what is your name?
Mrs. Modupe Adeyemi.
Okay, so what do you sell in this business? No, obviously I can see nails and all of that, but I want you to tell me what you sell in this Dopemu Aluminium Village.
I'm selling aluminium accessory.
Okay, so for how long have you been selling here?
Since 1988.
Since 1988? Wow, that means you can actually tell us a little history concerning Dopemu Aluminium Village.
I don't know anything about the history, but I know I'm in the market.
Since 1988?
Yes.
Okay, so how has it been so far?
We thank God.
What are the challenges in this business?
Well, there's no market, but we are managing.
What makes 1988 different from now?
Very big. There's a big difference. You know, that time there's no many people here. We are few here, but now we are many. So, but we thank God, sir. Thank God.
Okay, so what is that memorable thing that's ever happened to you in this business? What is that memorable thing that's ever happened to you in business?
I don't know, but I thank God. I thank God that I'm alive. Because many people have gone, but I'm alive.
Okay, now this is your shop now. Are you the owner of it? Or you pay yearly?
I pay yearly.
Like, give us the range of amount you pay yearly for this place.
250.
250 per year.
Yes.
How much do you need? 1988, how much was it then?
Maybe 7,000, 5,000.
Wow, 250,000. And now that there is no business, there is no market, sales is not coming in like that, how do you manage? How are you still able to pay for rent and all of that?
You know, I do another work. So I'm from there and some things here, so I will pay. It's better than for me to stay at home. Yes.
So what makes you go into this aluminium business, to be selling this aluminium business stuff?
You know, I learned aluminium fabricator.
Wow.
So there's no work, so instead of me to be sitting down at home, so I had to be selling the accessories.
Accessories. Yes. So you learn aluminium fabricator for how many years, ma?
For 3 years.
For 3 years?
89 to 90.
Did you ever put it to work? Did you continue?
Yes. If I see work, I will do. I have many boys.
Okay. When did you stop working?
I'm still working. If I see work now, I'll call my boss.
To do it?
I'll just be there as a supervisor.
Okay.
So instead of me to stay at home, if there's no work, so I have to buy the accessories. I'll be selling. So if I have work now, we'll go.
Okay. Thank you very much, ma.
Thank you.
Good morning, sir.
Good morning.
How are you?
I'm fine.
Okay, so what is your name?
My name is Wali Ojebi.
So what do you do here in Dopemu Aluminium Village?
In Dopemu Aluminium Village, you are basically selling and fabricating. Me, I'm a fabricator. You understand me? I fabricate any kind of window you want. Maybe showroom, window, toilets, shower cubicle. We are specialized on that.
So for how long have you been in business?
I've been in this business so far, let me just say, far back, this is my 19 years.
19?
205, so I'm right.
So what inspired you to start this business? What makes you join to like, okay, I want to be a fabricator? What?
The thing is that the job is very sincere and it's very nice. You won't be rash. So you can do anything you want to do in life if you are able to go and learn it very well properly.
Okay, so what are the challenges in this business?
The challenge is that when I started, everything is very okay. Like saying maybe we are buying materials, we are buying our materials, but probably now we don't have how will I put it, stable price. The importer will just come, just inflame the price. Whenever they say dollar is right, they inflame the price. So it gives us enough stability. We can't able to do work. People want to work, we want to ask customer, this is the price. You don't know what? I mean, tip, but it's what we buy at the market. So we need the government to intervene in this market to make it, we have stable price. We have stable price, and more so, we need some material that is very okay. Because come and check it, our material will be okay. Our material, we have light imported, thick imported, all kind of things. So share you get. So we have them to come and intervene.
Okay, so what's the difficult moment about this job?
Difficult moment, maybe when you run out of cash. That's the maybe you do a mistake, you want to quote for customer, you now make a mistake. Maybe I've quote yesterday and I get to the market today, it has gone up. Start cracking your head again.
So what's the busiest time in this business? What's that busiest?
The busiest time is when you have job, you'll be busy. You can see everybody when they have job now, they are busy. They are not worrying about. So when they have job, they'll be busy. If you don't have job, you sit.
Okay, so what's that memorable thing you can never forget has happened to you in this business?
It's a lot. Maybe the time I never forgot, I made a mistake with a customer. So he has to pressure me. But we give all the glory.
What do you like about this your business?
I like so many things about it. I like when I'm working, when I go to site, see me working. I'm very passionate about it.
Okay, so list some of the instruments. List some of the instruments you use in working, and what are they used for?
This eating machine. Maybe I want to drill something to the wall. Okay. This one is for silicone. Maybe I want to fill some gaps. Sure you get. I cannot bring everything up. I have some instruments in my bag. I'm just coming back from site. Sure you get. I'm going to shop. So.
Thank you very much.
Dopemu Aluminium Village is not just a market, it is a production hub. Unlike markets where goods are simply bought and sold, here, goods are created, measured, cut, shaped, assembled. Mrs. Annabelle's story is one of growth. She started as a young sales girl, and today she is a marketer, a wholesaler, and a business owner with over 20 years of experience. She spoke about how the presence of foreign partners has influenced production and also shared a message for those trying to give up, that success takes time and consistency matters. Let's hear from her.
Good morning, ma.
Good morning.
How are you?
I'm good, I'm fine. Are you?
I'm fine. So what is your name?
My name is Hannabella.
So what do you do here in Dopemu Aluminium Village?
Well, I'm an aluminium village marketer, or precisely I would say I'm an aluminium village seller. I'm into aluminium profile, building materials precisely. We are into roofing and building construction, any kind of construction in terms of aluminium.
So for how long have you been into this marketing business?
Well, I've been in this, in the market or in the business?
In the market and in the business, both.
Okay. First of all, I've been in the business since I've been single.
Wow.
Since I was single. I've been in the business, I think, if I'm not mistaken, 2005.
Wow.
If I'm not mistaken, that should be 15 years thereabouts. And the business is a good one. It's a good one. So.
Okay, so what keeps you going in the business? What makes you keep pushing in the business?
Well, a lot, you know. I'm an Igbo girl. I love money. So what keeps me going into the business? Because the business is a business that is very profitable. If it's not profitable, I won't be in the business by now. I should have left the business by now. Despite the fact that sometimes the situation in Nigeria makes things difficult for one to import. But in the sense that the importation is not giving us any good reason or is giving us a difficult task to import. I think the business we are still pushing is because now the Chinese people, they've come to associate with us here in the Aluminium Village. So instead of us going outside the country to book the market, they help us to make the production here, which make it much easier for us to run the business.
So what makes you the journey of how you started this business, or how you got yourself here, how you found yourself here?
Oh, the journey is not easy. I will not lie to you, it's not easy. The journey, when I started as a teenager, as a young lady. Though I started as a sales girl. With my first boss I worked with then was his name is Mr. Simeko. That was where I started. I learned how to interact with customers, how to mingle with people, and how to do a lot of things in the business, which gets me to where I am today. So now, as it is, by special grace of God, I'm a boss of my own. I'm just hoping and praying to God someday, very soon, God is going to help me. I will also put my own my effort into importation as well.
Okay, so what are the challenges in this business?
Well, the challenges we're having here in the business is sometimes price inflation. That's the challenges we're having. And the difficulty of importation, just like I said before, it's not easy. It's not easy. Everything, the government, they've changed everything. It's no longer like it was before. So that is the challenge. And again, market is not like the way it is before. It's not booming the way it was before, because a lot of people have gotten their own shops outside the Aluminium Village. Some people have their own in the streets. For them coming in here to come and partner with us or do business with us, they prefer doing it by other states, maybe Ibadan, Asaba, and other places like that. So that makes it difficult for us to get more customers and to have some business done. And like I said before, the price is not stable. Whenever things happen in Nigeria, maybe like the fuel is going up, it's also affecting us. Anything that go wrong in the country or anything that happen in the country is also affecting our business. So the prices are not stable. And if you're not a good striker, I think you might likely leave, because so many people have left. Because if your hand is not strong enough, you will leave, because you need enough capacity, you need enough fund, and you need enough energy to make sure you stay in the business. And that's it.
Okay, so what's that busiest moment in the market? What's that busiest period that you make sales?
The busiest period we make sales, though things have changed. I will not lie to you, things have changed. The busiest place we make sales is during that Mba month. September, October. During that December period, everybody wants to move to their different houses. They want to move to their new homes. And another period that business gets busy is also January. A lot of renovation, and people that is doing buying and selling, they will need to meet up for that January and February. Between that March and May, the house should be well prepared and set for selling. So those that is coming from outside the country will be able to be buying. By December period, months, they will be able to be buying and renovating, and some will be packing to their different home. So I think December and January, February, months is the most busiest place.
Okay, so what's that memorable thing you can never forget that's ever happened to you in business?
What I can never forget that happens to me. It's a sad story though, but now I've learned from it. I have a lot of ups and downs in business. Even some customers running away with my money. I've lost a lot of money in the business. But what keeps me going is the courage and the love I have into the business. Me, I see myself as a merchandise. Anything I put hand, I find love in it to do it. Anything that has to do with business, I'm in love with it. I'm good to go.
So I want you to advise those that are struggling with business due to your ups and downs stories. How can they overcome whatever they're going through in business?
Well, as for me, Annabelle, like my boss used to call me, that I'm one lioness. I don't give up. I don't easily give up. No matter whatever they might come my way. Because I have a lot of ups and downs in terms of customers, debits. Some debits I've been missing off. And I lose some money. Even as of last year, I lose about 15 to 12 million naira. I've not yet recovered it. If it were some people, they would really break down. But I don't know. God just gave me that strong and that courage to keep moving, keep pushing. Sunday, everything will be better. But we learn in everything we do today. So my advice for those that are still struggling to make it today is just don't give up. Keep pushing. One day, everything will be better. It doesn't matter what you face today. Because Dangote and the rest of them, Tinubu and the rest of them that make it today, they didn't start today. And they all went through ups and downs before they get there. Anybody that will come and say my own is good, my business is perfect, is a lie. You must fall 7 times or 6 times before you could be a strong person, before you could make that your company very solid and have a name that, yes, people will like, admire. I love this company is making a help. So just keep pushing, never give up, no matter what it is. I know the country nowadays, the country now is kind of very good. Let me not say hard. I have to be positive. So keep pushing and never give up.
Thank you very much, Ma.
You're welcome.
Across all these voices, one thing is clear. This is more than just a market. It is a place of skill, patience, and persistence. Dopemu Aluminium Village is a place where work is shaped by hand, where experience meets opportunity, and where many come not just to earn a living, but to build something for themselves. As Lagos continues to grow, markets like this remain part of the foundation, quietly shaping the city, one structure at a time. This is in the marketplace and ConsumerHalla TV.
If there is one thing that differentiates this episode from other episodes, is what keeps people pushing, what motivates them, what keeps them inspired. And I must say, this episode is very insightful because people really knows why they are into business and what keeps them going. I am Elizabeth Abefe, and this is ConsumerHalla TV. This segment in the marketplace. Do not forget to like, subscribe, comment under the comment section which market you like me to explore. Which market will you be willing to know the history? I am Elizabeth, and I'm always available to walk you down the journey of market series. Till I grace your screen again, bye for now.